Hello, my name is Elysia Campbell, and this is for Team Project Management 2215 and Group 4, Team 4. This assignment is assignment number 10. An inspirational speech exercise. So, the exercise entails a simple idea. It could be for a group of 5 or a dozen, or one single person as myself. And so it says to ask the team members to give their speeches in turn to the group, injecting as much personal style and passion as they can. And then the group would review with the team notable aspects of each performance and the effect of the speaker on the speaker as well as the audience. You can choose in advance some skits, maybe a public speaking each course, something like poetry, a Martin Luther King speech, maybe a famous speech, or news reporting, whatever. So you had a choice to choose, of one of those items. And so I chose to read a poem, simply because I write poetry myself from time to time. And I love poetry. So I decided to read for you tonight Maya Angelou's poem, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. And side note, I never read this poem before. I've heard this saying, but I've never read it before and out loud. And so before privy to coming on to videotape this, I actually read the poem, and yes. So anyway, further ado, I am going to do an inspirational speech and bring to you as much personal style as I read the poem. Okay, let me move this back over here. Maya Angelou's I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still. And his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on the dawn bright lawn as he names his sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his mouth to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still. Tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. And that is my poem from Maya Angelou, Why the Caged Bird Sings. I know why the caged bird sings. And so I can tell you, as an effect on the speaker, this poem is so personal to me in so many ways. So I felt the pain of the caged bird. I felt the pain and suffering of the caged bird, but yet the bird still sang because that's what he knew how to do. So the effect that it had on me was very, very powerful. Honestly, I did not know this poem had that great of a power or magnitude to it, to the writing. So hats off to Maya Angelou. So as the audience, what do you think? What do you feel about my performance or inspirational speech for Maya Angelou?